Hey guys, it's your girl Liv, aka Olivia. Welcome back to my page. It's been far too long. I've been on a little hiatus focusing on other aspects of my business. And for those of you who didn't already know, I started a retreat business that's a social group called the Queen Circle LLC. And we're expanding to courses, and I have fitness experts and financial alchemy experts to basically cultivate community. So if you're interested, go ahead and click the link down below, sign up for my membership. I have an online blog now, and I have memberships, and my readings are very specific to my readings are destination oriented. So if you're trying to catch a flight to a new vibration, if you're trying to catch a boat ride, if you're trying to answer the call, I got you. So go ahead and click the link down below. And if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe. But anyways, today I wanted to let's do a pick a card reading. And it's just going to be kind of like what energy is going to move you forward. Right now, we're currently in Leo season, and regardless, it's a timeless reading. But Leo season really encourages us to step in the spotlight, do your hair, get into the energy, move forward. So whenever you're watching this, I'm gonna do 2 piles, and I wanted to do a live shuffle because it's been a while since I've done a live shuffle. But let's go. So you can go ahead and fast forward to your timestamp, and we can get it cracking. And okay, so let's go ahead and start with group 1. So if you chose group 1, I pulled from my jar that has download messages, and it says, I'm telling the universe that you deserve more. So basically right now, your aura is reflecting in your energy internally that there's something that you want more of. And whenever you want more of things externally, it's required to almost like it requires more of us internally. So for this season right now, it's almost like I'm seeing the union between you and you. And when I say you and you, I don't mean side by side. I mean you and your higher self. So basically, at this time, the best thing that you can do, just as a downloaded message, is that you can unify your vision of where you want to be and how you want to look, and everything, like every aspect about your higher self. If you can find an image of that, if you can cultivate an image for that, it's going to be really, really important during this season, because you might not identify what you see in the mirror, or you might not resonate completely as where you are right now as the highest version of yourself yet. But if you can shift that perspective, you can do that by looking at your situation from your advantages, not your disadvantages. So you've got the dog, and this is 18. There's so much loyalty. This card is like, you have so much loyalty, and your ancestors are probably in your ear. You could be having dreams at this time, and it's just something about the music that you're listening to. It's the music right now is very potent. And so one thing I like to say is, like, you can time travel by going back in time and thinking about a specific age where you felt like you weren't a foe to yourself. You felt like you were in unison with your divine self. You could have been 12, you could have been 2, you could have been 28, doesn't matter the age. Find that song that you used to listen to, or that movie that you used to watch, that just makes you feel like you're that queen, that you feel like the highest version of yourself, like you're number one. I just heard that song by Nelly, what does it take to be a number one? 2 is not a winner, and 3 nobody remembers. It's like, for group 1, give yourself permission to be number one to you, to be your number one priority. And also, but not even like from a seriousness, it's very much in a Leo energy, Aquarius energy, where it's playful, and it's like your whole world is centered around your own interests. And the tarot card you got here is my Everything is Fine card. Okay, and so when you see this, it might be like, whoa, the swords always represent the mind state, the mental state, that narrative that you're saying. Because see how she's on her phone? What I would recommend for group 1 is a social media fast, 3 days minimum, or book a reading and we can go more into depth about how we can get your vibration right where you want to go, catch that flight. You know what I'm saying? But it says everything is fine because there's like a numbness that comes from being betrayed all the time. There's a numbness from the conversations or the arguments. There's this numbness that comes, and it's almost like that could even be affecting your back. You could be having back pain or headaches, and all of that can stop by just getting a piece of paper. And the thing is, the reason why you get a piece of paper is because when you get a piece of paper, you're above it. And when you're above it, you're able to look at it objectively, like the creator, like the storyteller, and you can set a new standard for yourself. So right now I'm seeing if you can establish a new social media like habit. Like for me, I have certain times I go on, and it's taken me 6 months to develop this. This is why I have not been on YouTube. But the thing is that I prioritize myself. And so this is the energy of group 1, prioritizing yourself, deciding your boundaries around social media. And it's not even are you on or are you off, because sometimes that can create this polar energy, but it's more so about don't lie to yourself. If there's things that you need to purge, if there's things that you need to get out because you have big dreams and you have so much loyalty to yourself right now, what you do is like, I'm seeing like you set a new standard for yourself. I'm seeing that you are able to almost like, you don't have to do it the hard way, group 1. So for example, right now, money could be a really big thing that you're manifesting coming in. This could be making money online. This could be teaching. This could be sharing your wisdom. But it's really hard to tap into that higher frequency of being that guru, that master, that person who knows this, and that person who's pouring into others, because it's a filter system. The universe pours into you with your permission by what you watch, you know, and regardless if you don't believe that you're being poured into, it's not about am I being poured to or into or not. Everyone's being poured into every day on social media, especially with this is typically the 10 of Swords, but like everyone's being poured into. I'm asking group 1 to be specific and kind of get above it, monitor it, get a journal, kind of take track, even if it's through meditation, but for you it's written word because you have the swords of what you're consuming. And once you do that, I feel like you're going to be able to get to this this Queen of Swords. And the Queen of Swords is like, I don't need all those swords. I don't need all these distractions. I don't need all these validation. I don't false validation. All I need to know is that I fuck with me. And because I do, I'm very firm in my word. So I'm seeing you being very firm in your word. That's what you're manifesting in. That's the character. That's the higher self. It's the Queen of Swords. It's very Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra at their strongest. And if you're not that sign, it means that you're going to be attracting in those qualities, which is relationship harmony, which is individuality and unique personal flair, getting in touch with your superpowers, and also just being able to have playful communication with those that you love and a playful, more enjoyable experience. So group 1, this was your reading. Please try these spiritual techniques. Let me know how they work. If you have any anything that you want to like go deeper on, catch a flight with me. I'll see you in the next reading. Okay, you know what? We're just gonna let it rock. Okay, we're gonna do group 2. And tap me into, spirit guides, tap me into the energy of group number 2. And I'm automatically drawn to this pyrite. This energy just feels heavy, but it feels luxurious at the same time. I just feel the need to ground myself with group 2. You guys are in the midst of a lot of change right now. And the cards, let me just pull your cards and just, yeah, with the bat. Okay, so the bat right now is a spirit animal that's in your aura. And what that means is that the characteristics that the bat emits on a frequency are what you're radiating. So even if you're not aware of the bat spirit, you could hate bats. It's not the point. Bats symbolize it's almost like the ride out of hell, because hell is a state of mind. Hell is a mind state, and it's like when you're in it, it can feel very hard to get out of it. And I'm seeing other bats around you. So I'm seeing that you're almost like leading a movement by following your third eye. So right now, if you're feeling like You're doing the right thing, but it looks ugly. You're doing the right thing. You're saying the right thing. You're like, I'm a fucking queen. I'm feeling like group 2 is a shadow. And the shadow is really good. It's like you're becoming your own shadow queen. You're leading a movement, and because you became the light in the void. So whatever situation you were in, it caused you to turn on your light. And when you turned on your light, you realize, oh, I don't want to be here anymore. So right now you're just en route. So if it feels like it's just you, or you're the one at the top of your life, like right now it's almost like you're underground and you're growing up like a seed, and then whatever's coming in on this next level, your ancestors are guiding you. And it's almost like you might feel like a big fish in a small pond, or you might feel like the most knowledgeable one in a situation, but they're just saying, hold on to your authenticity. It might feel like there's other people who are more skilled than you. There's other things that you want. There's other information that you want to obtain, but right now, what you're doing is working. Keep your eyes on your own life, your third eye on your own life. Don't focus on what's going on here and what's going on there. Just follow that light out of the tunnel. And your channeled message is love, life, focus, and you have 777. So right now, whether you're in a relationship or not, your focus is on like Libra energy, 7th house energy, 7 energy, which I like to call 7 energy the brand. What is your personal brand? And this doesn't mean that you have to have a business and you have to have an LLC or anything like that. But if you do have a business, this will be a really good time to get everything established. Like, what is your money standard? What is the brand? Who are you? What does it look like to be in your life? Like for me personally, like everyone who knows me knows I eat my chicken with a spoon. I eat my chicken and rice with a spoon in a bowl. I love to eat my food in a bowl, honey. I do not like to eat with forks. I just like to eat, I like to eat food with my hands, certain types of cultures. Like I love Indian food and I love my spoon. And it might sound really crazy, but I don't care because I'm the one eating it. That's the type of energy that I'm sensing for group 2. Yeah, and see here with the food too, you might be like growing your own food. So maybe you're like from an area where nobody knows about certain things about health and food and routine, and like you do. So it's like you're gonna stand out. So right now, the love that I'm seeing is pouring in that love to yourself. And even if you can't get this person to participate, I almost think like you shouldn't. I think that all of your cards are indicating you. And this is the 9 of Pentacles, okay? This ain't the 7, this is 9. So if you can embrace your own brand, embrace your energy signature, that could be your cologne, your perfume, your deodorant, the food you eat, where you like to shop, what you don't like, the shows you watch, the jewelry you wear, the jewelry you don't wear, what you would never do. And then if someone else kind of opposes that, it's almost like, anyways, because you're not even focused on what's not serving you. You're only focused on your fruit, your vegetables, and your ascension. And so with the 9 of Pentacles, you're going to be able to be in the situation. You're so close to the surface, group 2, that you're going to be able to feed people. You're going to be able to have more than enough. But these are literal things. This is literal money in your bank account. This is literal food. You're going to be able to do that because you have land. And land could be something literally like you're getting land, or land could be that you have the mental space in your mind to create and to feed others and to help others. But you don't do it from, I want to help everyone. You're doing it from the place of, I'm going to feed myself and help myself get out of hell, get out of this situation. If someone is bringing you hell, you do not have to join them. You do not have to participate. You do not have to come to. You do not have to answer the phone. You do not have to be involved. And you can just have your own personal boundaries. So it's just about having that balance and tweaking a few things. And I feel like you're going to be able to see this prosperity coming. Like I said, land with the Page of Wands. Some of you guys be getting a message about getting some land or getting a house or inheritance, something that you're going to, it's something that comes in that you're going to have to be like, whoa, this is what it feels like to break through the surface. You almost feel like a kid in your life again, where you have to learn about new things. This could be learning about bank policy or farming. So for example, if you're a farmer, you're going to have to learn about how to maintain a farm or learn how to pay your mortgage, or like, this is basically like you're going to heaven. I call heaven Zion. So you're going to Zion. There could be something about that, but it's almost like you are learning the codes to access heaven on earth, to access your version of heaven. And that's not up for anyone else to co-sign. So this could be something about like maybe you weren't gonna do something because of someone else or someone in your family or someone of this and that didn't, and it's like none of that is relevant right now. Group 2, just keep shining and keep moving. This is card 38. So with 38, it's almost like we have the 3 energy, and I like to call 3 the muse. Be your own muse. And number 8, it's the energy of the storyteller. So that's how I define my spirit numbers. And the storyteller is like, what's the new story beyond the surface? It's not so much about trying to get out, I gotta get out, because that keeps you in. Now that we know that you already have confirmation from spirit that you're gonna be able to overcome the situation, what's next? What's next, group 2? So the stone I was drawn to for you guys was the pyrite, and I wasn't drawn to a stone for the first one, but for the second group, it was very much like there's so much reward from living in your shadow. There's so much reward. People do not talk about it enough. Like, I live in the void, I live in the shadow, and I perform in the light. I go out into the world in the light. I don't do it backwards. I don't like live in the light at home and then go into the shadow in the world and like, oh, the shadows. No, I live in the shadow because I can paint and I can control what I can control in the shadow. So I just wanted to say, if you're wanting help navigating the realms, group 2, because I'm sensing like some of you could be like, some people call it masculine, some people call it feminine, but I think it's easier for the brain to comprehend light and dark because we don't associate it with gender. And light and dark doesn't mean good and bad. It just means it's an energy signature versus putting out versus receiving. And you guys are in the putting out stage. You're in the dark, you're in the black, you're in the shadow. So this means that you've got the green light to go, 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 go. So if there's something you wanted to do, do it. If there's something that you need to say, say it. If there's something that you need to sign, sign it. But keep moving. You're right there at the precipice of busting through the surface. And when you go through the surface, your whole life changes. Your background changes. Everything changes. People get rearranged because you're open to the universe. And when you're open up, you need to sit back and let the universe move the chess pieces, because that's not our job. Your job is just to decide the destination and the frequency that you want to live in, and then whatever projects you want to do. But it's not about forcing it, because the universe is going to move people around, move situations around, move people out of your life, move people into your life, because the set's just redesigning. So all you're doing is doing kind of like a set design. And I'm seeing like there might be 2 people, 3 max, and I'm talking about 3 max that are going on this new level with you. So if you can come to terms and peace with that and decide, do you want that next life, that new story, that new narrative more than you want the people attached to the old narrative? The choice is yours, group 2. So thank you so much for rocking with me. I'm sending you so much love and light. If you'd like to book a flight with me, all my information is down below. If you'd like to donate or tip me, thank you so much for the energy exchange, and I'll see you guys in the next video.